Welcome back. Today, we're back in the H145 and we're flying medical evacuation missions in the North Sea. Stick around. All right, let's get into it. We are flying the H145 again. It's been a little while since I put an H145 video up on the channel, but I needed to come back to it. I was flying this around earlier, testing out flight model and some updates or testing a patch, and realized it's been a long time since I've done this and since we've done a video with it. So I went over to flightsim.to and I picked up this Travis County EMS Starflight livery. I know it's out of place because we're flying in the North Sea, but we're going to jump into the missions because recently I picked up the North Sea expansion, or the North Sea scenery pack, and we have not done any missions with it. So we're going to get a mission for the Aerosoft North Sea scenery going. We'll start with the platform and see if we can pull up medical evacuation from the platform, and then we'll run through the startup procedure of the H145 and head on up, pick up the patient. Okay, I went into the mission library here and found a location. I can't actually tell how far this is going to be, but I believe I picked the farther of the potential options. So we've got a destination to fly to. Let's pull up our documents and run through the H145 normal procedures checklist since it's been a while. So we're doing battery master on, then engage.
Fire, engine 1, fire. Fire, engine 2, fire. Audio test.
All right, fire tests are done. Audio test is good. Test switch to lamp. That's good. On the VMS page, the weight computation is just running. We are going to wait for that to finish. Right now, we've got 24.3 volts. Voltage is good. We are going to check out the weight sub format. And right now, we've got values in for the crew. And let's hit previous there. VMS page, previous, FND page. We're going to take a look at all of these. We'll acknowledge those. And we should be seeing power up test okay, but I don't quite see that one yet. Let's get our instruments set. Exterior lights. Anti-collision lights are coming on. Let's go back to page 2. Fuel prime pump 1 and 2 can go on. And let's get engine 1 going. Engine 1 starter's going. Startup test is running. At about 60%, we should see this switch over to idle. Yeah, there we go. Get engine 2 going now since that one's up. Looks like we're good. Startup test is okay. And SAS. Alright, engine 1 and engine 2 are started up. Startup test is okay. So, pitot heat is on. Do our hydraulic test here. This one's dropping. Switch to the other side. This is coming up. That one's dropping. Alright, standby battery, avionics master. Transfer pumps, fuel prime pumps are off. LAVCS is on. Pitot heat is on. I can go to cargo packs. Emergency exit lights are armed. We're gonna leave that in night mode for right now because it's still a little bit dim. Alright, pitot heat, avionics master, standby battery, LAVCS, fuel prime pumps, the transfer pumps, exterior lights, positions, and strobes can come on. And we're good there. On that switch, that was our lamp test switch, we're going to go over to the pre-flight test. We should see that running. Let's turn our searchlight, or our landing light off. SAS. Cut 1, cut 2, and back engaged. Pre-flight test is okay. That can go back to the middle. We'll bring engine 1 and engine 2 up to flight mode. Deep trim's good. Emergency floats as required. And look, if we outfitted floats, we should probably make sure we have those. Equipment. Emergency floats are equipped. We'll leave our wisps. We've got our hoist if we need it. We've got our high intensity searchlight. And I think we're good. Let's just double check on that startup list. Floats are armed. Alright. Landing and searchlight. Engines to flight mode. We're going to give the co-pilot the VMS page
system
so we can
test
leave that
okay.
up. And she is so loud. Still haven't figured out where that's coming from. Alright, we should be good to take off. Go get our patient. Alright, just getting ready to take off. We're going to go out and pick up the patient from this oil platform. We'll add in a little bit of collective. I've got the trim release held. We should see ourselves pick up a little bit here. Alright, NR's at 101. And we've got no warnings on the message list. I think we're good. Let's get our map back out. We'll track the helicopter here. And we will depart to go get the patient. So in the interest of time, we're going to get leveled off here for kind of our cruise out to that location. Once we get the upper modes engaged, we'll do a cut over to landing at the platform.
Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
quiet. All right, let's engage heading mode. For Alt A, I think we'll
Alt A crossing. Alt A.
just say like 1,500 feet-ish. Let's engage that. Vertical speed should kick in. VS mode. I'm actually going to kick on the indicated airspeed hold here from the center console. We'll drop our speed a little bit just so that we're not pegging the FLI too high there. We want to continue our climb, but we don't want to over torque the engine while we're doing it. So we're just about to our altitude. We've got our heading mode engaged. We're gonna fly out to that location, and while we are out there, or while we're on our way out there, we'll enjoy a little bit of the footage of the helicopter from an exterior view. I'll see you guys when we begin our approach to the platform. All right, we're just about to our destination. We can see on the map should be this darker oil platform that's right up ahead of us. We are going to do a little bit of a circle and survey what the landing zone might look like. I am not sure if we're going to have some aerial obstructions come into view here, but I'm bumping our altitude down a little bit and letting the helicopter start to slow. We'll bump our indicated airspeed hold down as well. In a second, we're going to get rid of the upper modes and we'll hand fly it into the pad. But, yeah, you can see there's marker buoys out here for shipping lanes and quite a bit of different scenery, different types of ships as well. There's fishing vessels, cargo vessels, and some of the support vessels that you might see out in the ocean as well. We'll get our landing light turned on. I'm going to cancel these upper modes here. We'll do a little bit of trim release, and I'm going to start slowing us up a little bit more as well. This one looks from here like it's going to be a pretty flat rooftop landing on this one. Let's see, wind's coming from behind us, probably like from 120 to 280. Swing out a little bit wider because we're going to have to come around. So I mentioned that that I haven't been flying the H145, and it will be interesting when we come in and land here, because one of the things that we were testing out was a little bit of a change to the ground effect of the helicopter, and part of this mission is to test what this patch is going to handle like on some of these offshore landing pads as well. So if it gets a little squirrely here, I apologize, but it's for science.
500.
It's actually not too bad on these offshore, but we might hit this spot where it feels like you're riding on a basketball. I'm just gonna actually dump it right down to the deck before we hit that. So all right, we are down. Let's switch over to idle and see if our crew does anything. Crew operations are in progress. Let's take a look. Did you see it yet? What's that under our float? I didn't know that the guy was going to be on the pad. Oh my god. The crew member's like, could you move the helicopter forward a little bit? Your right skid is sitting on his face. Oh my god. Well, thank goodness he picked him up.
Cabin is secure.
Okay, so our next task here is to pick a hospital location from the map. So gonna have to zoom in. I think this is still going to be our closest location. All right, let's depart. We're going to go to flight mode. Looks like we are all good there. All right, trim release is held. Let's add a little bit of collective. Get ourselves in a hover. All right, passing VY. Knots. See if we can do like 110. And then we'll pull this altitude bug up to 900-ish. And we can throw our nav hold on now, and it should bring us right to that destination. So we are 28.6 nautical miles. It's a 17-minute flight at 110 knots. Once we get up to 900 feet here, I'm going to actually increase our speed, so it should cut a little bit of time. But you guys know the drill. We are going to enjoy a little bit of the scenery as we fly back, and we will pick up as we start to approach to the hospital, and I'll be back with you in just a second. Alright, we are just approaching the shoreline. We are 2 minutes from our destination hospital, and we need to begin descending a little bit. We're cruising about 1,000 feet. I'm going to drop us down to about 750, 800. Should be on the other side of the highway and past the river here. So I'm going to start slowing us up as well. Drop down to about 100 knots while we slow ourselves and descend a little bit. We've got the airport off to the right here with that lake. Keep bringing our altitude down a little bit. We do have some aerial obstructions up here with some towers and some different stuff like that. I don't know if that's part of the Aerosoft scenery or if that's part of we love VFR, but I have both of them installed. Getting a little closer here, 2.4 nautical miles from the destination, still about 2 minutes out. And if we can spot this and shoot the landing, we are facing directly into the wind. So I'm going to disengage upper modes here. Continue slowing up. Get our landing lights on. Continue to zoom this map in so I can see where we're going. And with the buildings here, I'm not sure if we'll be able to spot the helipad, but we'll probably make one quick loop.
500.
Survey the area and then come in for our landing. So it looks like it's on this side of the tracks there. Should be that building. Yeah, I think I spotted it. I think it's the landing zone right in front of that building right there. So get ourselves spun around. We are slowing up quite a bit here, so do a little Tokyo drift around the corner and then come in and land directly at this pad right here. I don't think this is going to be close enough. It's saying the destination is over there. Let's check it out. I didn't see any other pads here. Something tells me this hospital did not render incorrectly. I wonder if there's a replacement for it. Yeah, I should have just put us down back there. Let's do this. Since this is a little closer, there weren't any trees down here in this area. We're gonna set down right down here. As long as we're not setting the helicopter down on top of our victim. I saw something on the pad when we were landing, but I didn't see that it was the model of a person, because I thought that it was part of the netting and stuff like that they have stretched across there. That it was some sort of part or something like that. But all right, we're at the site. We're gonna put the engines to idle. Hopefully it's close enough to the actual waypoint that it registers this. Landing light can come off. Wait for crew to unload the patient. So we just landed in Leiden. Yeah, it looks like there's supposed to be a helipad like right over in that direction, but that building is spawned on top of it. Now, the other thing that I didn't check, hopefully we don't crash the sim. Let's check this out. General options, data. On. Okay, well. All of our Bing functionality is enabled. All right, our crew dropped off the patient. That is going to do it. Whoa. Our crew dropped off the patient. That's going to do it for this flight. We're going to try and keep this one a shorter video. We may fly some additional missions in the North Sea, maybe some ship landings and stuff like that. We'll see if we can't find a good one where the ship's actually moving, because I'd like to talk a little bit about like the GTC mode. If you guys haven't seen that, you can actually use it to match your speed with a moving platform or moving landing pad like a boat. But that's going to do it for this one. I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching. Let me know if you've picked up the Aerosoft North Sea add-on, and if you have, what's your favorite part about it? Is there something cool that I need to check out? Yeah, drop a comment down there. If you don't have it, you don't have the H145, hey, it's a good time to check out both of them. I know the H145 is on sale for the end of the year seasonal sale, like Black Friday and Christmas time, or whatever other holiday you might celebrate, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah. Yeah. Leave a comment with something, even if you just want to say hi. All of the engagement helps. And I've been keeping track of some of the analytics and stuff like that, and it's interesting to see the video get served out on the recommended page and the YouTube page, and I think a lot of that comes from those of you that do have engagement with it, dropping a like, leaving a comment and stuff like that. So it's pushing it out to other people, and I really appreciate it. We will see you next time.